why it's a lead in construction, fam. Why it pays the most. Especially when you're thinking about bridge welding, construction welding, ironworking welding. You're going to get a lot of more money out of it because you're going to be in the elements. So when you're doing bridges and ironworking and things like that, normally you're in the elements. Today we're going to be just practicing. I got a 1-inch coupon cheap joint I got up here. I was going to use my other machine, had some issues with that with my 250. We got the 180 Lincoln in here for those who are looking for some good units. This 180 unit, fam, is a real good unit. It's a real good unit. You don't have to break the bank with this, but it's a real good unit. I would recommend somebody purchasing if you're trying to get you something for your garage or to do some side hustles, mobile welding repairs. Like, this is a good unit. It's not real heavy. It's not bulky. I think some of the prices just went down. When I bought mine, it was a lot more. At this present time, I think you can get one for probably a 180 unit for under $2,000. And that's a good deal. Now, you can also buy these used. Now, if you're trying to do more amperage, you probably want something bigger, but I can say this is a real good unit for the money. And like I say, it burns good on about, if you have the 140, you can burn 3 30-second rods. If you get the other one, you can burn 1/8-inch rods. But 3 30-second rods just burn a lot smoother to me. This is a thicker piece of material, so the amperage might be a little different from this because it's a 1-inch. But as you heat this up, it's going to make it a lot smoother to run. Some of these rods I had for a while too. So even though I had them in a dry area, I'd had these for a while. So hopefully these rods will still be good. But when you're in the field, one of the main positions that makes it hard for people, everybody that I know that struggles, is going uphill. Uphill stick welding. This is a very difficult thing for a lot of people because as they go, they want to start like this and do this, changing your angles. And I always tell the students this: your gap, your angle, and your travel speed, how fast you're going. Those 3 things go with every process, especially this. I like to cheat. When you see how you got this angle that you can put the rod in, I like to hold it like that and keep it like that the whole time. Now, you can shoot for a 90 degree or you can have a slight 10 to a 15, but I wouldn't go more than a 15-degree angle. You know what I mean? Kind of pretty much how I got it sitting in here. I wouldn't go more than that because you can start getting slag in your welds. Now, on this particular test, like if it's a D1.5, a bridge test, the only thing you're allowed to use, chipping hammer, wire brush, and I got a metal scraper here. I like to use this right beside the weld, just to make sure it's good and clean before you burn it off. But that's all you can use. Now, on a D1.1 test, on a structural test, like an ironworking test, you can use your grinder and things like this. But for a bridge test, D1.5, you cannot use power tools. Normally, you'll make a little bit more money on bridge welding construction than you will on ironworker welding, unless you're doing other things in the ironworking field. Right now, I did a review, did some homework, did some research and a review of Texas right now. Texas is one of the leading areas for welding and fabrication. There's many places in the country, but Texas pretty much got everything you need in different areas of that state. They got competitive wages, good business, good ownership for home. They got a lot of good things going on in Texas. So me personally, I've never lived there. I can travel through. I still want to go see Houston, but Texas is a big area and a big demand for welders. You can literally move to Texas in different places and change your life, get some serious money doing bridge welding and ironworking welding. Having your certs in your pocket. And majority, when you go to a company, you get certified, they keep your certs. But if you can walk in certified, unlimited, you can get some money, fam, in Texas. I want to make sure I save, but we're going to go live for a minute. Save the messages. Appreciate everybody for checking in. Salute, salute. No, you really don't need a license, fam. Now, learning stick welding, I would say to get sufficient in it, I'm going to say about 7 weeks. 6 to 7, I'm going to say about 7 weeks. If you're trying to get all positions, it can be a little bit more difficult, but you can get it. Some get it faster, but 6 to 7 weeks, you can really get this. I'm going to say 7 to 7 is a good perfect number. You know what I mean? But this is not a real hard process, but we're going to burn a couple beads. The main thing is to get started and to have someone guide you before you just dive into it, fam. Salute, salute, thanks for checking in. Let's burn one, fam. Like I say, this rod and this welder, like I said, I got it cut up to the max right now. So it should be as hot as I can get it, because this piece of material is an inch thick. So alright. Ground ain't good. We're gonna change this ground up. Alright, try it one more time. My ground wasn't set out right. Alright. Arm kind of got stuck, but I made it happen. And that's another thing too. So my arm got stuck because I didn't do it like a dry run with my hands. But that was the first one. Normally on something thick like this one, the first run is gonna be a little cold. I'm gonna let y'all see. Because we ain't preheating this plate. And like I say, this is a small Lincoln. You get that Lincoln 140 or that Lincoln 180. So we burnt one in. We already burnt a couple. You see, this is the one I just burnt. And we're going to put some fire and do another one. Like I say, these are 3/32. These are Harbor Freight rods. Good rods. Actually, I ordered these off of Amazon. Actually, I ordered a couple boxes. It was a good deal, actually. So at the time, I didn't have a welding supply store nearby. Salute, salute, thanks for checking in. So I used that. Salute, salute, thanks for checking in. Somebody in there for Houston? Okay, man, tell me about Houston, man. I've been wanting to come just to check out the area, to be honest with you. You know, I want to come in and see what the city about. I want to come and see what the city about, fam. So yeah, most definitely put me up on Houston. But y'all see, the main thing we're doing is, hold up. It's getting comfortable, fam. Make sure you get comfortable. Make sure you get relaxed. And like I said, you're just going to be running a series of beads. And you see I don't have nothing on my other one. I was doing this, but it's kind of when you push it in, you want to make sure you're comfortable. You know what I'm saying? So being comfortable is always a good thing, as best as you can anyway. Just make sure you're good enough so you can see everything. So as you see, we smooth this one out. And I try to, this is 6 inches. So normally on a normal rod size, you should be able to burn a whole rod on 6 inches. Well, actually, I take that back. I believe this is 7 inches. All right, it's exactly 6 inches. And see how good this is when you can just stripe off the sides of it just to make sure everything is clean. To make sure everything is clean. I'm gonna make sure I go get my light too, so y'all can kind of see. Not bad at all. And one thing for sure, if you start long arcing it, getting it too far away from your plate, it's going to have holes in it. And normally that's a detector that you are long arcing it. You want to keep it tight, real tight where you're kissing the metal. Now on this one, I wasn't doing any patterning, but you can do one to keep your travel speed the same. If you're doing small little zigzag motions or smaller circular motions and pausing. There's different ways to do it. I just maintain my traveling goal, but there's many different ways to do it. The main thing is find you a process, fam, that's working for you. Once you find that process, stick with the process. Don't switch it up. A lot of people, they'll find something and they'll switch it up. So once you know you got something that's working, stick with that process, fam. Stick with that process. That would be most definitely some good advice that I would give you. Stick with that process that's working. Say it's a nice day out here now, man. You say I'm in the garage, and I got this set on J, which is the highest temp I can get with this. And I want to be able to make sure I can, because we stacking beads across here, and I just want to make sure I can burn pretty good. Now normally when the rod gets down about sometimes 2 to 3 inches, it'll start burning from it. Do not rush it. Because if you rush it, you're going to end up doing something wrong. Take your time and burn it. And if you got to pull out, just pull out and restart. But don't try to rush it because you're going to have something in it. And if it's a test where you can't use a grinder or something like that, you pretty much done busted if you do that. So keep that in mind, fam. Do not rush it. Take your time. Stop if you need to. That's why it's good to do stops and restarts. You always want to do them because in the field, you will literally be doing stops and restarts all the time. I think I got I'm looking for my light. I don't know where I put it at. Oh, you know what? I think I know where it's at. I think it's in my other backpack. Bring it in so most you kind of see. And these ain't bad at all, fam. And as you see, I'm not doing no pattern. I'm just kind of rocking, just going with the rod, just kind of going up with it, taking my time with the travel speed. The more you do these, the better you'll get with it. And we're just tying in and walking it all the way over. And as you see, we still probably got 2 more beads to go over to get that in. And that's a pretty good looking weld. Thanks for checking in, fam. Thanks for checking in. Like I say, fam, cleanliness next to godliness. Always make sure it's good and clean. Sometimes you got to really put that light on it. Just making sure you get the slag out the way. And this plate is good and hot, which I like it. And I take a couple moments to clean it so that way it can rest some. A lot of times when you're taking tests, you want to dive back into it. You get that plate too hot, it'll spill out. So take a moment to clean it. Allow it to rest a little bit during that process before you dive back in and put another weld. That keeps the temperature good and keeps you from having any issues. Now I will say this too. You see I got this clamp up here at the top? I would recommend putting your clamp up close to your workspace when you're testing versus down there away from it, because it'll also prevent you from having some blowout at the top from the arc force. So just a couple of small tips. Using 3/32 rods, I would recommend about 90 to 100 amps. Probably depends on how you like it. You might have it 95, 92, or 90. Depends on the machine too, because the machines vary. But with a 3/32 rod, between 90 and 100 amps is what I would recommend. Thanks for checking in, fam. Thanks for checking in. Appreciate the love and support. Make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe button, fam. I appreciate the love and support. My YouTube community. Make sure y'all subscribe, share the channel. We want to make sure that we let them know that, hey, man, we got a serious, real channel giving some real information. And coming soon, we will be in Little Rock, Arkansas, fam. Little Rock, Arkansas at the Arkansas Baptist College. And we're going to have a 16-week program and a 6-week program. So stay tuned for more information. The goal on the longer program is for it going to be intertwined with the college academic program, and the one that's 6 weeks is going to be more for the open to the community, so really to help build the area and give them an opportunity as well while we helping the babies. But our goal is to help those that want to help themselves. We're not going to refer anyone. If you can't come to school every day for 6 weeks, you're not going to show up at work. And we're not trying to get people jobs where they're not going to show up or they're not going to have good work ethics. Our goal is to not only teach welding and fabrication, but also life skills and work ethics, fam, because we need all of those things to achieve. If you can be a real good welder, I know a lot of welders that like super good, but you couldn't depend on them, fam. And those that was okay showed up every day, fam, and they end up with it and getting even better because they showed up every day. So just show up, fam. If you show up, anything is possible. Anything is possible. But if you don't try it all, fam, I don't know what to tell you, fam. I don't know what to tell you. UAM, is that Arkansas? Okay, salute. You know what? I had an opportunity to get that position at that UAM in McGee. And I ain't gonna lie, I turned down the opportunity, but I came down there and the people really waste my time with how they did it. Like, but I learned a lot about why I don't like college. You know what I'm saying? Why I don't like college. But I don't knock someone. Some of these college programs are good. Some of you got to figure it out and do things yourself. You know what I mean? I think if I would have got it, or if I would have went and gone and went through and got the position, it would have been great. But I don't want to promote a program that I'm promoting to the students that they're going to be making good money and I'm making less money than them. I don't believe that. So that's why I didn't want to do it. I'm like, man, I ain't making no money. You want me to tell the students they can make more money than the person that's teaching them? Just because I'm teaching them, I'm supposed to be okay with bending over? It don't work like that, fam. Don't the scripture say, don't muzzle the ox, fam? A lot of people believe in the scriptures and don't even read them. They say don't muzzle the ox. That means the person that's helping you and providing for you, you got to let them eat, fam. They doing the work, at least let them eat. That's very one, fam. I'm just talking. But we're in Arkansas right now. I'm actually in McGee, Arkansas, in my hometown, fam. And we burning and learning, fam. So any questions, make sure y'all leave me some comments on it. Let me know what you think. Any questions about this process? We're just burning, talking, and earning, fam. Now let me say this for the record too. It doesn't matter where you learn your welding skills at. Right? That doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what city, program you're in, but it do matter if you put the work ethics in. If they got the equipment, you might not have a great instructor, and having a good instructor will help you a lot. But when I was learning, fam, mine didn't come in the booth with me. He just gave me all the tools and essentials I needed. So sometimes you might not have a hands-on person, but you can form a bond with the people that's in the program, and y'all can push one another. Y'all can be reading the books and doing the laps and checking out the welds and critiquing one another, fam. I got to say this. You're not going to be great in nothing if you don't put forth the work ethics. You got to put forth work ethics, fam. You got to. With anything, with sports or everything. So if you want to be great, a great welder, a great fabricator, or great anything, you're going to have to do this repetitively religiously. You know what I mean? And learning from your errors, fam. Salute, salute. Thank everybody for checking in. Hey, man, I think it is too. I think arc welds are attractive as well. I'm going to bring it in, fam, so y'all can see some of it. Like I say, I'm just burning some, giving y'all some ideas. Still got the slag on that. You see the color of it is still, you know that the temperature is good too when your slag is that color. You see it's like a brownish tan color. If the slag is dark, that is also an indication that you have too much heat, too many volts in it. Cut it down. You're burning it up. It got too much. This is the kind of color that you want. And if it's clean and everything is right, honestly, show you something. See, when I moved this, it started falling off. And practice make perfect, fam. The more you do it, the better you get. That's the concept. Keep that in mind. The more you do it, fam, the better you're going to get. Appreciate y'all for checking in. Like I said, I just wanted to go live and go over some of this. I went earlier. I had an issue with my other machine, so forgive me. But today is a good day. And, hey, I wanted to burn some, man. Wanted to burn some with you. And we're stacking beads. It's always good to stack beads. I always teach people how to stack and lay beads. Just running beads before you even start working on a T-joint or a groove, because starting from the basics is going to prepare you for complex things. You don't want to skip any stages, fam, because you're going to end up skipping a stage, and then you're going to realize you need that step. And you're going to be like, where that step at? You missed it, and you don't even know what's there. You know what I mean? And don't know how important that step was to get you to where you're going. So don't try to miss any steps, fam. Work it. Take your time. Do all procedures. And like I say, this is an easy process, man. You know, I stick well sitting down, standing up, depends on my back in the ditch, leg up. I have did it all, man. I embrace myself like this. I like doing this here too. So it just depends on, you know, whatever works for you, fam. But I like doing this though. You see, I got me a little brace, and this is good, and I can ride with that. Running good. And like I say, you might be surprised on smaller units like these, but these can be some real great units. And I ordered mine off of Amazon, you know, but you can pick them up from Harbor Freight. I mean, not Harbor Freight. Yeah, you can get you one. The titanium is a good one at Harbor Freight as a stick welder. But at Lowe's and Home Depot, they have the Lincoln 131s, 140s, 180s. Those are real, real good units, fam. Salute, salute. Yeah, like I say, it's a distance. It's time too because I know I can burn 6 inches with one rod down to the numbers, and it can be a pretty good distance as far as my consistency. Now, let me say this: that's how you get better on your travel speed too, because you might start off burning. You might go and might only make it to a quarter plate and all the rod gone. You're like, man, what I'm doing? You was going too slow. Then you got to pick up the speed. It's kind of like driving. You know when to hit the gas and go from 45 to 65. You know what I'm saying? From 65 to 75. But you have to literally practice to get that down. Yeah, like I say, man, it's all based on practice. Like I say, that Harbor Freight unit, that titanium is a good unit. You don't have to break the bank. Lincoln is good. Miller is good. Like I said, just find you a good brand. Prime Weld is good. Prime Weld is good. I haven't used they stick welders, but I have used they MIG welders, and they good MIG welders. But to me, you can't go wrong with a good Lincoln and stick welder. You know, they've been stick welding for a long time. So you can't go wrong with someone like Lincoln to me, and Lincoln and Miller on welding. But you don't have to break the bank, fam. I just wanted to state that. And I also want to state that when you're practicing, always pay attention to what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong. Watch the bead, like pay attention to the full process. Sometimes you can get so caught up on one thing and you're missing two other things that's very important. So if you're trying to cut down on your undercut, watch your travel speed and watch your voltages. If it's too hot, you can have good travel speed and it'll still give you some undercut because you're burning too hot. You see what I'm saying? So watch the heat, watch your speed, and your angle. Don't change your angle. You start like this, finish like this. You start like this, finish like this. You know what I'm saying? You just don't want to start like this and then get to doing stuff like this. You don't want to do that. That's going to mess up the weld, fam. I appreciate everybody for checking in. Like I say, I wanted to go live today to I appreciate the love, fam. Thanks for the donation. Thanks for this love and support, fam. We appreciate the love. Like I say, I wanted to go live, fam, and give y'all some good content. I'm going to be doing it more. My goal right now, I've been thinking about like a Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. I put up a little poll to kind of see, you know, how people feel about it. But I do want to pick a standard time. The evenings probably work best for those people getting off of work and things like that. We're going to be shooting footage at the school. Once that get off, it should be kicking off. We should be starting doing some groundwork this month at Arkansas Baptist at the school. So stay in tune. We're going to have shipping containers. We're going to get started. Our goal is to start actually with 2 shipping containers and go from there. So stay on the lookout, fam. We're really going to be helping the inner city. We're really helping people get jobs. Like, we're helping them get jobs from places like Lexicon, Avco Steel, Wellspun. Those are some of the top manufacturing plants in the area that's always needing good help. And if someone is diving into the field and they're trying to get some money and get stable, manufacturing is a good place to go. Those companies I just named, they're not going anywhere, and they always need good help, fam. They always need good help. And like I say, our goal is to not recommend someone that don't come in and show out. You know what I mean? When you come to the class, you come to the program, we're going to help you get these jobs, but we're not going to put our name on bad work ethics. You know what I mean? We're not going to say you are something that you're not. You know, when it comes to welding, you can finesse a lot of things in life, fam, but you can't finesse skills. You can't finesse skills. So skills that pay the bills, fam, you got to put some work ethics in. Salute, salute. Thanks for checking in. Yo, oh yes, like I said, a lot of manufacturing jobs, that's what they're going to be using, fam. A lot of manufacturing jobs, they're going to be using flux core. Stick welding for those who love outside. I love outside and inside, but I really love outside work. I made more money. I love to travel. I just like it to be in the climates and building things. Um, Learn that stick welding, fam. 7018 rod is God in the field, fam. The 332nd rod, 1/8" rod, 532nd rod. Learn those rods, fam, with the 7018. They're flexible. You can weld them on bridges, on buildings, on farm equipment, all the way around. There's so much you can do with those skill sets. So just keep that in mind, fam. Like I say, today I just wanted to burn some and finish up my video from earlier and just kind of give you some ideas. Ideas on what you can do. Right, turned out good. Let me put my white brush on it. And like I say, fam, practice make perfect. Yes, I said Little Rock, Arkansas, fam. Coming soon. Little Rock, Arkansas, we're going to have some private classes. Like my battery, it's about to die. But I have some private classes in Little Rock, Arkansas, connected to Arkansas Baptist College. Coming soon. Arkansas Baptist College. We should start the development of the welding lab this month. That's the goal. We should have the program all by the first of the year or before. So stay in tune, stay in tune. That's the goal. As of now, you can still, for those who are looking for private classes that can drive down, I still will be driving down to my hometown. I still have people coming down getting private classes. So you can set up a section with me on the weekend or during the week before things get busy to come in and get some private classes. I have different levels, different ways I can help you. If you're coming in on the weekend and you have a family, I also have an Airbnb situation for you so you can come down, rent a room, stay, work on the weekend. My goal is to really utilize the area of my hometown when I'm down, help people in this area that really want to, come in. And then once I'm in Little Rock and I get things off the ground, we'll have the same things available too on the weekends, after hours, to really help people get to the bag. So I appreciate everybody for checking in, fam. I just wanted to go live, let y'all know what I got going on, and I'll see y'all soon, fam. Be blessed, continue to prosper. I'm out. Hold on.